Welcome back to Gamer in the Wardrobe, where I literally play games in the comfort of my closet. Alpha Clash news. Set 4 just came out, Genesis returns, we got Pro Tour coming up in December, early December. We got a couple of Awakenings coming up next week so that you can get your tickets to get to the Pro Tour. But the bigger news, just a couple of days into Set 4, we got the announcement and news and updates for Set 5. And I am excited. This set looks absolutely outstanding. The art, the box art, this is one that I'm going to be collecting because it just looks fabulous. And we're getting some really, really cool lore-driven stuff. We're getting some big names and contenders. We're getting some glow-ups and things like that. So I'm excited. I don't know if you can tell. I want to hop right into it. If you're not in the Discord with Alpha Clash, go to Discord, look up Alpha Clash, find the Discord. Awesome community. But this is where it dropped. Garrett Kiley, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Yesterday at 7:33 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Alpha Clash TCG's 5th set brings Equilibrium, coming March 2025. Equilibrium, I actually looked this up just so I don't mess this up, is a state in which opposing forces or influences are balanced, right? So good and evil, there is a balance, so on and so forth, right? So already really, really epic stuff that we're hearing about. Equilibrium is such an awesome word for a set, and I'm excited about this. So let's hop into Set 5. It brings Equilibrium. I'm just going to go through this news update and, give some feedback and thoughts of what I'm seeing, and we'll go from there. Though we are just days into the exciting release of Genesis Returns, you can get even more excited with the Alpha Clash news. Rising Empire Studios is excited to announce our newest set, Equilibrium, releasing worldwide March 28th. Pre-orders for distros are opening this week and next week. As we've learned from our previous sets, once those order sheets go out, product images will begin to be spoiled shortly after. So we're once again here to tell you first. So I'm telling you second, but hopefully if you haven't heard it, I'm telling you first. Keep coming back. Let's keep coming back. Like, comment, subscribe. Okay, Equilibrium. Look, first and foremost, look at this set art. That is badass. That is such a cool set art. And then on top of that, it has light is what guides the way in the darkness. Darkness devours everything in its path. That's some epic stuff. Equilibrium plunges players into a world on the brink of collapse, where forces of creation and chaos clash for ultimate control. At the heart of the conflict, Clarity defies the progenitors, fighting to restore balance, while powerful beings like Alpha Aster threaten to reshape reality. This set introduces new features, legendary characters, dynamic synergies, and high-stakes gameplay moments. Will you join the struggle to tip the scales, or let the forces of destiny run their course? Pre-order now and be the first to shape the future of Equilibrium. So first and foremost, this set introduces new features. That's pretty cool. Like, we just got a couple of new features from the last set. I'm wondering what new features are going to be in this set. I could speculate. If you want my speculation, throw a comment down there and I can make another video of some speculations. First and foremost, maybe like a devour mechanic could be pretty cool, where it's like if a card trigger victories, it gains +1/+1 until the start of your next turn, maybe something like that, right? Could synergize really well with maybe re-readying cards, so now it's a bigger blocker. Maybe it readies again, or maybe it doesn't ready, but it's just big and puts it out of non-flash damage range. I just came up with a Devour idea from this, where darkness devours everything. So maybe that's specific to Discarded, or specific to a specific archetype. Legendary characters. I assume Alpha Aster, just because you can kind of see a sneak peek here. He's on the box art. So that may be another legendary character or contender we're going to see here in the new set. Dynamic synergies and high-stakes gameplay moments. This set has several new exciting features, including 5 new contenders. Well, we already know potentially 3. We have Alpha Aster, just again from the box art. We have Paul, and we have Avenging Guy from the Clash kit. So there's 2 other ones I'm not sure about. Maybe a new Clarity, but instead of being a rogue, it would be a Harbinger. because I believe Clarity, spoiler alert, ends up becoming Death. I actually haven't read that far into it, but just keep that in mind. So 5 new contenders, 6 iconic rares, which is interesting because in set 4 we had 4 iconic rares with all the, or 5 iconic rares with all the Clash buffs. So I'm wondering how they're going to do the iconic rares for set 5. 2 new legendaries and an alpha rare, exclusive gold foils, which have been an extreme hit in set 4. Rising Empires, if you hear this, please send me some gold cards. I have ripped a lot of boxes and have not found one yet, and I'm getting rather irritated. I'm just kidding, I love the chase. A new X-Ray foil chase card, new X-Ray foil chase cards. So there's going to be multiple X-Ray foils, which I don't even know what that means, but I'm excited about it, and much, much more. With over 170 new cards to acquire, supporters of the Alpha Clash TCG will enjoy playing and collecting both new and familiar characters, and will not want to miss on this amazing set. Now, let's look at this box art. Like, holy cow, the white and the purple absolutely pops. Equilibrium with the rust pops. Clarity holding these pink glowing daggers pops. Everything about this art pops. And again, what we'll notice here is Clarity is probably no longer the rogue, good, human that she was in the past ones. She's probably now taken on the role of Death. And then we can see Daddy Aster over here, right? Big Daddy Aster with his nice white teeth smile and his helmet looking really, really menacing. So this box is definitely one that is going to want to be kept and stored if you are a collector, because it just looks fantastic. We will be spoiling more Equilibrium at ClashCon on Friday night, December 6th. I talked about the Pro Tour. Pro Tour is actually an event that's called ClashCon. It's all Alpha Clash content. It's only Alpha Clash content. It's ClashCon. It's on Friday night, December 6th through the 8th, I believe. And that's going to be when the spoiler season for set 5 starts. And then we can't wait to share all the details for this set and more very, very soon. You won't believe what's coming. Now, let's dive into the 2-player Clash kit. It's the ultimate fan favorite showdown. Paul the Waiter versus the Avenging Guy. Get ready for a showdown unlike any other, where Delusion of Grandeur and Misguided Heroism collide, right? So, really, really cool. I'm actually a really big fan of Avenging Guy. In set 3, I built a Conquest Avenging Guy combo deck with Whistler and the Buffalo from the Clash Kit 3, or Clash Kit 2. So I'm a big fan of Avenging Guy, and I think if I remember correctly, there is a new keyword called Distract, which could potentially tie into Avenging Guy. And a couple of things we see here, we got Paul the Waiter. He's a 20 health contender with 1 defense, and it looks like we have a 25 health Avenging Guy, and I'm assuming this says a LARPing expert. So he is live action role playing as a contender potentially. It doesn't say contender, but obviously with the 25 right here, he is a contender, LARPing expert. So I'm really actually kind of excited for the Avenging Guy. I really hope he's good. Even if he's not good, I will make him good. Mark my words. All right. And guys, for those of you just tuning in, this is a 2-player Clash kit. So this is the one that you'll buy if you want to get into the game. It comes with 2 preset decks, or pre-made, pre-built decks of 40 cards each. There are exclusive cards in these Clash kits that will not be in the packs or the set that releases that you can rip. So you can only get specific cards in these packs. I always recommend buying at least 2 if you're going to want to play competitively, because a lot of time 1 or 2 of the cards in these Clash kits do become viable in the actual sets themselves and in the actual meta. Good example would be the Buffalo from the Warcry Clash kit. Was wandering around for a very long time until there were a couple of changes made. So organized play is getting a revamp at local game stores. Level starting with a new approach to rivalry kits. Rivalry kits will still contain multiple months worth of promo cards. However, the new promo cards will be alternate art exclusives only to be found in the rivalry kits. Rivalry Kit 04 features 7 new alternate art cards. This is awesome, because it's going to help support local game shops where you can only get these cards, obviously on the secondary market, but you'd have to go to the store and compete and play at the local game stores to get these cards. And guys, these cards are nothing to be scoffed at. I can already see 2 of these cards that get major play with specific contenders, and the artwork is absolutely fire. This is, I can't exactly read it, but it looks like Jared Telagua, or I'm probably mispronouncing it, but his art is fire. This is the comic book art that I love to see. A couple of things you can point out. This looks to be, there's going to be a Flare card in the Rivalry kit. This will be the art. I'm going to guess, I'm going to hope that this is either the 6-drop Flare, it probably won't be because that's an epic, or it's the 5/5 Flyer Flare. That would be super cool. Obviously, she's flying, she's in the air, so the 5/5 Flyer alternate art Flare would be amazing. You can also see the Mean Streak 7-drop, the 5-drop Magnate, and then the other 2 that get extremely high play is the Moxie Alpha Hunter Specialist 2-drop 3/1 that searches for Weber or Colonel Edwards. That is a really, really high value card in Moxie decks, and I only think it's going to get stronger, especially in decks like Kagan, because when you don't hit, the stuff goes straight to your Oblivion, and Kagan wants the equipment to go to Oblivion, and Alpha Hunters tend to have cards that can pull weapons out of Oblivion. So having an alternate art of an extremely valuable card in some decks, like Moxie Alpha Hunter, is extremely cool. And then this one, Death the Dreadful, the 2-drop Death, is the MVP of most Death decks. This card is absolutely phenomenal, and I am so excited that they made an alternate art for it, because it is one of my favorite cards in the game. And that art just looks fantastic. Absolutely stunning. If you play at local game shops, make sure they are participating in the pre-release event for Equilibrium. Participating stores will be able to host a pre-release tournament 1 week before release date and can sell booster and 2-player Clash Kits products to participants at the events. Fantastic. Look at this pre-release kit box art. We're going to pause here for a second. Fantastic. All right. Pre-orders go live at distributions this week and next, so don't hesitate to have your store lock in your order. Team Covenant pre-orders will once again include a special promo card with each box pre-ordered this time. It's Clarity. So guys, if you're new to the game, or maybe you didn't know, Team Covenant supports Alpha Clash, and if you pre-order boxes through Team Covenant, each box comes with a box topper limited edition card. For instance, last month it was Genesis the Adaptable, the dual color. He is an alternate art that can only be found by ordering from Team Covenant. And that's going to be signified by this little symbol on the card, the Team Covenant symbol. That's going to show you that it is a Team Covenant promo card. So this set, Clarity Bad Omen, and as we said, Clarity, just looking at this, she's a 2-drop, 2-black pip, Bad Omen, and just phenomenal art. Jackson Caspers, awesome artwork. Appreciate you. Keep doing good work. Let's break down this card. Death is on Evelyn. I don't think we've seen Evelyn yet in the set 4 or earlier. It's a Clash card, promo card, 2 attack, 3 defense, Harbinger, exclusive, meaning you can only have 1 on the board at a time on your Clash zone. If an effect an opponent controls would have them draw a card outside of the draw step, that player may only draw that card if they engage 1 resource of any color. That's fantastic. That's going to slow down a lot of draw engine decks like Torque, like Machina, like a lot of these other cards where if they were to draw, now they have to pay a resource. It's really going to mess up their game. So this is fantastic. I love this card. I don't know what rarity it is. Usually Team Covenant picks a card and then they alter the art of it. So I don't know if this is going to be an uncommon or a rare. I'm guessing it's going to be a rare or an epic because of the ability and the fact that it's exclusive. I don't think I've seen a rare or lower. Maybe I have. But most of the time exclusive means that the value of the card is a rare or better, right? Rising Empire cannot wait for everything coming on the horizon, and we cannot wait to share it with you. Oh, and in typical Rising Empire Studio fashion, we can't leave you without at least another teaser card from this set. Set 5 creation. Big Daddy Aster with his big old smile and his helm of amazingness. Creation. Blue. Okay? You may only play this card if your contender is Alpha Aster. Like we said, there will be a contender. Alpha Aster, Daddy Aster, is getting a contender card in set 5. Mr. Daddy Aster. I cannot read this because it is extremely blurred. This looks like a trigger. Yeah, that says trigger victory right there. Yeah, someone help me out with that. But there is a trigger victory in there, and it is a Clash buff. So, really, really cool. And again, the artwork is just phenomenal. Like, the comic art style, I cannot speak to it enough. And I'm so happy that there's another comic book superhero TCG out there, or even lore out there that is building that is not Marvel or Disney. Thank you, Rising Empire. Please continue to build a universe outside of the Disneyverse. Please. It is much needed. Thank you. Okay. And that's the end of the spoilers. So, tell me what you guys' thoughts, feelings. Tell me what you guys think. Equilibrium coming March 28th, 2025. I couldn't be more excited. We got Pro Tour coming up in early December. We have Awakenings coming up this weekend. Stay tuned, subscribe, like and comment. Come back for more Alpha Clash content and gaming content in general. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Have a good Friday. Wait, it's not Friday.